Welcome to TYBSc Organic Chemistry Lecture Series. I am Dr. K.R. Labde, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, SVKT College, Devdale Camp, Nasik. During last lecture, we have started elimination reaction. In that, we have seen types of elimination reaction. There are two types of elimination reaction, that is 1-1 elimination and 1-2 elimination. 1-1 elimination is also called as alpha elimination. When two atoms or groups are removed from same carbon atom, then it is called 1-1 elimination or alpha elimination. Another type is 1-2 elimination or beta elimination. In this elimination, two groups or atoms are removed from adjacent carbon atom. In last lecture, we have seen general mechanism of E1 elimination, E2 elimination and E1CB elimination. In E1 elimination, there is formation of carbocation in first step, and in second step there is formation of alkene. It is two-step mechanism. E2 elimination is one-step mechanism and all bond formation and bond breaking taking place simultaneously. In E1CB mechanism, first step is formation of carbanion and second step is formation of alkene. E1CB mechanism is less common as compared to E1 and E2 elimination. During last lecture, we have discussed mechanism of E2 elimination in detail. We have also discussed Syzygius and Hofmann rule. In an elimination reaction, the major product is given by the Syzygius and Hofmann rules. We are going to see these rules again. Syzygius rule state that in an elimination reaction, more substituted alkene obtained as a major product, and according to Hofmann elimination, less substituted alkene obtained as a major product. Now, today we are going to see mechanism of E1 elimination reaction, evidences in E1 mechanism, orientation and reactivity in E1 elimination, and finally we are going to discuss mechanism of E1CB elimination reaction. At the end of this chapter, students should understand the mechanism of E1 elimination, different rearrangement involved in E1 elimination, orientation and reactivity in E1 elimination, and at the last, students should able to differentiate E1 elimination, E2 elimination and E1CB elimination from each other. Now, E1 elimination. As we know that E1 elimination is unimolecular elimination. This is the example of E1 elimination. In this case, 2-methyl 2-bromo-butane is the starting compound. This compound on reaction with sodium ethoxide in ethanol produce two compounds. Out of these two compounds, one compound is major compound and another product is minor product. Now, why these two products are obtained? In this case, there are two types of beta hydrogen atom. The methyl group shown by red color, they are one type of beta hydrogen atom, and the CH2 that is shown by blue color, these are two beta hydrogen. Hence, depending upon the number of type of beta hydrogen atoms, we get different product. In this case, first product obtained as a major product because it is more substituted product. This product is tri-substituted, and second product is di-substituted. According to Syzygius elimination rule, more substituted product obtained is major product. Now, mechanism of this E1 elimination reaction. First step is loss of leaving group or formation of carbocation. In this case, the halogen atom which is attached to alpha carbon is going to leave the molecule, and after leaving there is formation of carbocation as an intermediate. This is the first step, and formation of carbocation is slow process. This is the rate determining step of the mechanism. Hence rate of the reaction depend upon this step. Now second step is abstraction of proton. Base abstract beta proton and there is formation of double bond between C alpha and C beta. Abstraction of proton take place in first step. That is, the role of base is in first step. That's why rate of this reaction is not depend on the concentration as well as the nature of the base. This is another product which is obtained in that reaction. When that red beta hydrogen atom is taken by base, there is formation of minor product. In first case 2-methyl-2-butene is obtained and that is major product, and in second case 2-methyl-1-butene is obtained as a product and that is minor product. These are some features of E1 elimination. It is unimolecular elimination reaction. It is two-step mechanism. First step is breaking of C alpha halogen bond and formation of carbocation as an intermediate. When halogen atom leave the molecule, it leave with electron pair, and that's why that carbon become electron deficient. It carries positive charge and this intermediate is termed as carbocation. Second step is breaking of C beta hydrogen bond. The bonding pair of electron which is present in C beta hydrogen are utilized for formation of C alpha C beta pi bond. Reactivity of alkyl halide is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. When tertiary alkyl halide react with E1 route, there is formation of tertiary carbocation. When secondary alkyl halide react with E1 route, there is formation of secondary carbocation. And stability of carbocation is in following order, that is, tertiary carbocation is more stable as compared to secondary carbocation, and secondary carbocation is more stable as compared to primary carbocation. In E1 elimination, rearrangement also possible. When there is formation of primary carbocation, it try to convert itself into secondary one, or when secondary is formed, it try to convert into tertiary one. And in this way, rearrangement reactions are possible in E1 elimination. Now mechanism of E1 elimination. Another example of E1 elimination, in this case tertiary butyl bromide is the starting compound, and when bromine atom leave the molecule, there is formation of carbocation, and in second step the beta hydrogen atom is abstracted by base and there is formation of alkene as a product. 2-methyl-propene is the product in this case. Now kinetic of this reaction. Rate of reaction depend upon the concentration of alkyl halide only. Rate does not depend upon the concentration of base, because role of base is in first step and formation of carbocation is taking place in slow step. That's why rate of reaction is proportional to the concentration of alkyl halide only. That is, rate is equal to K into alkyl halide. Now evidences of E1 mechanism. First evidence, kinetic isotopic effect. Now kinetic isotopic effect is used to study the reaction mechanism. Which step in reaction mechanism is slow step or which step is fast step, that can be decided on the basis of kinetic isotopic effect. During kinetic isotopic effect, normal substrate and deuterated substrate, they are react with similar reaction condition. Let's see here, in this case the first substrate molecule containing normal hydrogen atom, and in second substrate molecule all hydrogen atoms they are replaced by deuterium atom. In both of this reaction, sodium ethoxide is used as a base, and after completion of the reaction, rate of the reaction is measured. In this case, rate of reaction of first reaction is denoted by Kh, and rate of reaction of second reaction is denoted by Kd. And in this case, Kh is equal to Kd. This means that breaking of CH or CD bond is take place in first step. Hence, kinetic isotopic effect is not observed in E1 elimination reaction. Second evidence, structural effect. In E1 elimination, carbocation is formed as a key intermediate. That's why stability of carbocation is very important in E1 elimination. As the stability of carbocation is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary, tertiary carbocation is more stable. The reaction in which tertiary carbocation is formed that proceed with faster rate. Now let's see here, substrate is tertiary butyl bromide, and when carbocation is formed, tertiary butyl carbocation is obtained here. In second case, secondary carbocation is obtained, and in third case, primary carbocation is obtained. When it is possible, these primary and secondary carbocation try to convert themselves into tertiary carbocation. This is third evidence that rearrangement reaction. Rearrangements are going to take place in E1 elimination because of different stability of carbocation. The primary and secondary carbocation convert themselves into tertiary one if possible. Now let's see here, this is the example, 2-tosyl-3-methyl butane is the starting compound, and when this molecule lose that leaving group, tosylate group, it produces secondary carbocation. Now if we migrate one hydrogen atom from third carbon atom to second carbon atom, then there is production of tertiary carbocation. In second reaction, it is shown that hydrogen is migrating from that third carbon atom to second carbon atom, and there is formation of tertiary carbocation. Hence, in this case, secondary carbocation is converted to tertiary carbocation, and because of that, these different products are obtained. Now fourth evidence is absence of beta hydrogen atom. We know that for elimination, beta hydrogen atom is required. For E2 elimination, beta hydrogen atom is essential. For most of the E1 reaction also, there is beta hydrogen atom. But when beta hydrogen atom is not present, in that case also, E1 elimination is possible. For example, let's see this example. 2,2-dimethyl 1-bromopropane is the starting compound, and in this case there is no beta hydrogen atom, but still E1 elimination is possible, because in E1 elimination first step is loss of halogen atom. When loss of halogen atom take place, there is formation of primary carbocation. Now due to less stability of primary carbocation, methyl group which is present on next carbon atom migrate to that CH2 plus, and because of that tertiary carbocation is formed. Now that positive charge on that carbon atom can be neutralized by the abstraction of the proton, and reaction is possible. Hence, in absence of beta hydrogen atom, E1 elimination can be possible. Now orientation of E1 mechanism. E1 elimination shows strong Sitzip orientation. We have already discussed Sitzip rule as well as Hofmann rule. In an elimination reaction, more substituted product obtained as a major product, and that is called as Sitzip rule. In this case, two types of beta hydrogen atoms are present, beta hydrogen and beta dash hydrogen. When this substrate molecule undergo reaction in presence of normal butanol, there is formation of carbocation. When that OTS group is leaving the molecule, there is formation of carbocation, which is secondary carbocation. Now, after second step, there is formation of 3 product, that is trans 2-pentene that obtain up to 70%, cis 2-pentene up to 90%, and 1-pentene that is 11%. That is 1-pentene is Hofmann product, and trans 2-pentene as well as cis 2-pentene, they are cis-zip product. Among cis and trans, cis isomer is less stable as compared to trans isomer. Now, factors affecting E1 mechanism. There are different factors which affect the E1 mechanism. First, effect of substrate. Substrate is very important in E1 elimination. Generally, tertiary substrate react with E1 mechanism, while primary substrate react with E2 elimination mechanism. Reactivity order of alkyl halide is tertiary, that is greater than secondary, that is greater than primary alkyl halide. In first step, that is the rate determinant step of E1 reaction, carbocation is formed, and stability of carbocation is also important. Generally, tertiary substrate produce tertiary carbocation, secondary substrate produce secondary carbocation, primary alkyl halide produce primary carbocation, and when possible, these carbocation can rearrange themselves. The rate of an E1 elimination increases as number of R group attached to alpha carbon atom increases. Now, second factor that affect the E1 mechanism, that is leaving group. As the size of leaving group increases, the E1 elimination also increases. In E1 elimination, breaking of C alpha leaving group bond take place in rate determining step or slow step. Rate of E1 elimination is generally affected by the nature of leaving group. Better the leaving group, the faster is E1 elimination. For example, if one compound having OH as a leaving group, we know that OH is bad leaving group. We can convert that OH group into good leaving group by addition of acid. OH can be converted to OH2 positive, and when OH2 positive is created, that OH2 positive is good leaving group. Another method of converting bad leaving group to good leaving group, when OH group is present, it can be react with tosyl chloride and corresponding tosylate can be formed. Then OTS, that is tosylate group, is good leaving group. Third factor that affects E1 elimination is base. Involvement of base in E1 elimination in fast step. That's why the rate of reaction is not affected by the nature of the base. Generally, weak base favors E1 elimination. And the last factor that affect the E1 mechanism is solvent. Generally, polar solvent is required for E1 mechanism. In polar solvent, stabilization of carbocation is possible, and that's why as the stability of carbocation increases, rate of E1 elimination also increases. Now, this is the last type of elimination reaction, that is E1CB elimination. It is also 1,2 elimination. It is less common elimination as compared to E1 elimination and E2 elimination. These are some features of E1 elimination. Rate of reaction does not depend on the concentration as well as nature of base. Reactivity of substrate by E1 increases because of the greater stability of carbocation formed in rate determining step, and E1 mechanism take place with secondary as well as tertiary substrate. These are the silent feature of E1 elimination. Listen again, rate of reaction is not depend on the concentration of base because the role of base in even elimination is in first step. Reactivity increases from primary to tertiary because tertiary carbocation, tertiary alkyl halide produce tertiary carbocation and that is more stable. Even mechanism generally take place with tertiary and secondary substrate. Now these are some silent feature of even elimination, E2 elimination. Rate of reaction depend upon the concentration of base as well as nature of base. Reactivity of substrate by E2 increases because of greater stability of highly branched alkene form, and E2 mechanism take place with primary substrate. E1CB mechanism, we have already discussed something about E1CB mechanism. Elimination through conjugate base is called as E1CB mechanism. It is less common mechanism. First step of E1CB elimination is formation of carbanion, and in second step there is formation of alkene. In first step, beta hydrogen atom is abstracted by base and there is formation of carbanion. This process is taking place in first step. That's why role of base in this case is in first step. That's why in E1CB also the rate of reaction does not depend upon the concentration as well as nature of base. In second step, the electron pair which is retained by carbon atom is utilized for formation of C alpha C beta pi bond. This is the mechanism of E1CB elimination. As we have discussed, it is unimolecular because the rate of reaction depend upon alkyl halide only. Carbanion is the intermediate which is obtained in this reaction. It is two-step process. The mechanism is less common as compared to E1 and E2 elimination. In this case also, mechanism is shown that ethoxy group abstract that beta hydrogen atom, and after that bonding pair of electron is retained by that carbon atom, hence generation of carbanion is taking place. After that, that electron pair is utilized for formation of C alpha C beta pi bond. Rate of reaction is depend on the concentration of substrate only. That's why it is unimolecular reaction. This is another example of E1CB mechanism. It is the aldol which is obtained from aldol condensation reaction. We have studied aldol condensation reaction in FYBSc as well as in SYBSc. In aldol condensation reaction, aldehyde or ketone molecule having alpha hydrogen atom react with base and there is production of aldol as aldol or ketol. And when this aldol or ketol undergo dehydration, there is formation of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. In this case, aldol is taken and the hydrogen atom, that is beta hydrogen, is abstracted by base and there is formation of carbanion, and after that there is another elimination of OH group from intermediate and there is formation of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Net loss is H2O. These are some features of E1CB mechanism. E1CB mechanism is less common, and aldol condensation reaction that include aldol and dehydration of aldol that involve E1CB mechanism. Now we are going to see some problems which are based on this elimination reaction. Which type of elimination reaction mechanism we have to follow, or which type of Syzygius or Hofmann rule is applied for certain reaction that we are going to see. This is the first reaction. In this case, there are two types of beta hydrogen atom. That's why two products are possible. Out of these two products, one product is major product and one product is minor product. We have to write down major product as well as minor product in this case. When red color beta 2 hydrogen atom is used for elimination, then we get minor product, and when blue color beta hydrogen atom is used for elimination, in that case we get major product. These are the product. Now this is second example. In this case also, two types of beta hydrogen atoms are present. Leaving group is NCH3 thrice plus. It is bulky leaving group, and we know that when size of leaving group increases, percentage of Hofmann elimination increases. This reaction is taking place in presence of moist silver oxide. We have to write which is major product and which is minor product in this reaction. If this reaction proceed with Syzygius rule, then we are going to get 2-pentene as a product, and according to Hofmann rule, 1-pentene as a product. But as the size of leaving group is bulky, this substrate gives major product according to Hofmann rule. This is the major product, that is 1-pentene, and minor product is 2-pentene. Major product is according to Hofmann rule and minor product is according to Syzygius rule. Now this is the third example. In this case also two types of beta hydrogen atoms are there. Leaving group is halogen. As we know that size of halogen is smaller as compared to other group like tosylate and NCH3 thrice. That's why smaller leaving group favors Syzygius elimination. That's why in this case major product is expected according to Syzygius elimination rule and minor product is expected according to Hofmann elimination rule. Hence 2-butene is the major product and 1-butene is the minor product. These are the products. Now this is the last example. In this case also there are two types of beta hydrogen atom. This compound when heated undergo elimination reaction. In this case leaving group is SCH3 twice plus, and that size of leaving group is large. That's why it is expected that major product should be according to Hofmann elimination rule, and these are the two products which are obtained in Hofmann elimination of this compound. This product is obtained according to Hofmann elimination. In this case only one product is asked, that's why we have to write major product only. This is one more example. In this case also bulky leaving group is present, that's why major product is according to Hofmann rule. 1-pentene is the major product, 1-butene is major product, and when it is treated with nickel, that is catalytic reduction, that alkene is converted to alkane. CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2 is the first product, that is 1-butene, and when reduction of this 1-butene is carried out, butane is obtained, and that is the final product in this reaction. Now student assignment, you have to solve this question and send it to on Google Classroom. First question, what is even elimination? Discuss the mechanism of even elimination. We have discussed that even elimination is taking place in two steps. First step is formation of carbocation and second step is formation of alkene. You have to write down all these things and explain the mechanism of even elimination. Second question is explain even CB mechanism with an example. We have seen that even CB mechanism also taking place in two steps. First step is formation of carbanion, and in second step again formation of alkene is taking place. We have also discussed the dehydration of aldol in that case. Now summary of today's lecture. In today's lecture we have seen even elimination mechanism. In that we have seen that there are two steps involved in even mechanism. First step is formation of carbocation and second step is formation of alkene. We have also seen evidences in even mechanism. We have seen different factors that affect the even elimination. In that we have seen the role of substrate, role of leaving group, role of attacking base, and finally we have seen major and minor product as per Syzyp and Hofmann rule. For that we have solved some basic problem related to Hofmann and Syzyp elimination.